But everybody talks about the start. What is your advice about the start?
I would just focus on myself, ignore people, and try to do the best you can. And don't look on the left or right side. My coach always says I'm not allowed to look at other people's on the start. Yeah. And if they start off, they run like crazy fast. And then, if you do it too, you will suffer for sure. I mean, everybody goes off too fast. I think there's nobody who is running the best pace in the beginning. But yeah, just try to focus on yourself and run.
Hey, Caleb here, new intro, keeping it super simple. I am just so grateful for all of you who are listening and supporting. Again, if you like this, whatever it's called on whatever you're listening to, subscribe, follow, turn on your notifications or whatever it is. I am going to be in Chamonix, in that area, about a week and a half before the race and a couple days after. I would love to connect with you, whether you're running the race or not. And it'd be so fun to do some podcasts, and especially some like miniature short podcasts leading up to the race and then right after the race. So please message me on social media. Let's set up a time. Let's meet up in Chamonix. Let's eat some eclairs and talk about trail running. I'd love to get to know you, and I think it'll be really fun. So thank you for being here. Super excited. And yeah, we'll see you. We'll see you in Chamonix. When I'm getting ready to do a podcast, I'll put your name or whoever I'm interviewing into Gemini, into AI, and I'll say, hey, create just a really great introduction for this podcast for this person. So I'm going to read it, and then I want you to say, oh yeah, that's pretty accurate, or well, I don't know about that. So kind of like your reaction to AI introduction of Wonny Keil. All right, you ready? Are you ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. All right, here we go. If your idea of a casual weekend involves climbing thousands of vertical meters through the Austrian Alps, then today's guest is your kindred spirit. We are talking about a powerhouse athlete who doesn't just run mountains, she commands them. Representing the Salomon running team, she stood on podiums at the brutal Transalpine Run, crushed the technical ridges of, and I'm going to slaughter this, the Nice Côte d'Azur, and conquered the legendary unforgiving trails of the UTMB CCC. Welcome to the Run Fearless podcast. I'm your host, Caleb Scoville, and today we're diving deep into the mindset, the mileage, and the absolute grit of elite Austrian trail runner Wonny Keil. Wonny, welcome to the show. Let's talk about chasing the limits. I didn't plan all of that, but there you go. What's your reaction? Do you feel like that's accurate? What do you think?
Yeah, I'm surprised how accurate it is. Yeah, it's interesting.
Have you been on any podcasts before?
No, I never did it before.
Okay. Because sometimes, like, if you've been on a podcast and it's been on YouTube, then it creates a transcript automatically, and then Gemini will like take details and put it. It's kind of scary. It's kind of scary.
Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not the biggest fan so far of the AI or KI, so
yes,
but yeah,
I
I think we have to live with it. So
yes, it's kind of like the internet, only a little bit scarier, right?
Yeah,
But
exactly.
it can be a really great tool, and it can also not be great. But well, wonderful. I'm so glad that you're here. Are you based in Innsbruck?
Yeah,
Oh,
in the trail running city. I
okay.
think it's the capital city of trail running in Austria and Germany.
Yes.
Yeah, it's super
Yes.
crowded.
Is it pretty crowded?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
How many people are in Innsbruck?
I don't know exactly. I think 130,000 or so.
Okay.
But there are many students from everywhere moving
Okay.
to Innsbruck because of the mountains. Yeah.
Yes. And so when you say it's crowded, you're referring a little bit more to the trail running scene, like a lot of
Yeah.
runners.
Mhm. Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Um, when did you start trail running? Yeah, when did you start trail running? What year was it?
10 years ago, probably. Yeah. When
And
it
is it
was still a small bubble.
okay? And
Yeah.
in the last 10 years, it's just got more and more crowded and more
Yeah.
popular.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How old are you, by the way?
31.
31. Okay. So you started
Yeah.
trail running when you were 21. What got you into trail running in the first place? Like, what was it?
My dad is a runner,
Okay.
and we live on the bottom of a mountain, so it was kind of obvious to run it up and somehow run it down.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you do, I don't know what it's like in Austria. In the US, we've got like track and field and cross country, which is pretty common in junior high and high school. Did you
Mhm.
do any kind of track and field or cross country in school?
No, I was playing basketball for
Oh,
10 years. Yeah,
so if I came to Austria and we did one-on-one basketball, do you think you would beat me?
I hope so.
I I played basketball for like a couple years. I did a lot of soccer, but yeah, that's awesome. Well, really great. What was the last race that you ran?
I was on La Palma for Transvulcania in May.
Oh, okay, very
Yeah.
cool. And how did that go? How did you feel about it? And then did you podium at that race?
No, no, not even close. I finished it. My preparation during the winter was really bad. I was sick for 2 months or so.
Oh,
Um, So I have a lack of training, but yeah, I somehow finished it, and I often have issues with my stomach and
yes.
with breathing, and on this day I had all the issues. But somehow,
Everything hit you on that day.
yeah, exactly. But I made it to the finish line, and it's okay.
What distance was that race?
75K.
Okay. I had a rough winter last year and got to the UTMB canyons in California, and I that was the first race that I've ever DNF'd, and I DNF'd at mile 56, and it's because I didn't hit the cutoff time, and I was devastated. I was
Yeah,
devastated.
I understand that. It
Yeah.
hurts a lot if you have to DNF.
Yes. Yes. Okay, and let's do yeah, last year, and I looked it up, but then because of everything that's been going on, I didn't put it down on the document that I sent you. But tell us how you did at the CCC last year. We're going to dive more into it, but just so as kind of like this introduction of you, how did what was your place and time in the CCC, if you remember from last year?
I think I finished in a bit under 17 hours, so I was really slow. My expectations were much higher, but I was injured the whole summer, so
Mm.
somehow I also made it to the finish line.
That's awesome. What injury did you have? What were you dealing with?
I had something in the hip flexor. I have no idea if it's right in English. My English is not the best, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
that's okay.
Um,
I love it. I
I
love it.
Thank you. I couldn't lift my left leg for some time, and then I couldn't run, obviously.
Got it.
And
Oh man.
if you cannot run, you cannot prepare for
Oh,
CCC.
it's so hard. And with a injury, it makes it hard to do a lot of cross training as well, right?
Yeah,
So,
even cycling was hard. Yeah.
yep. Yeah, I have dealt with sciatica, um, stemming from my like a lower back injury, and I've felt similarly with my cross training. Um, okay, so now we're going into just the quick fire round, which is ask you a quick question, give me a quick answer, just to get to know you a little bit more. What's one of your favorite races of all time? Obviously, you probably have quite a few, but first one that comes to mind, favorite race.
Nice Côte d'Azur.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Love it. And what are your favorite things to do outside of running? What are your interests and hobbies?
Eating and sleeping and meeting my friends. But to be honest, there's not so much time
Oh,
apart from running and working.
running and working. Yes, yes, I understand. What are your favorite things to eat? And do you cook? Or do you like cooking or just eating?
I like eating more, but I'm able to cook. Yeah.
What are your favorite foods? What do you love?
I love broccoli.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
It's a
I
super
think I eat it
broccoli's a
every day.
superfood. It's a
Yeah.
superfood.
Yeah. Yeah. It's super healthy.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. What? Oh, yeah, we talked about this, but before, what do you do for work? Yeah, what do you do for work?
I'm a social worker in a children's home.
Okay. And do you like that? What did you graduate? What did you go to school for? What did you study?
I studied social work for 5 years. Um, and yeah, I like it most of the times, but as everybody, sometimes I hate my job.
Yeah, it can be really hard and demanding, and exhausting, I can
Yeah,
imagine.
it's super exhausting. Yeah,
When I was
but
when I,
also super nice.
yes, it's fun to work with kids, and when I was a high school teacher, it was hard and also really cool. Okay, what shoes are you training and running in? What Salomon, obviously. What
Yeah,
model? What are you using?
most of the time the Genesis, the
Okay,
Aslip Genesis. Yeah, it's my favorite shoe.
well, I love it. And what kind of wearables, hardware, your watch? What kind of watch are you using? What brand?
The Chorus Apex 4.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah,
I love Koros. And
yeah.
what are your favorite things to eat and drink while you're racing? What kind of nutrition are you using?
I use the gels and the ESO drinks from Ministry. Do you know the brand?
No, I do not. Will you send
Mhm.
me a link after the podcast
Yeah,
so I can check it out?
sure.
Is that
Yeah,
a
sure.
is are they do they sponsor you or are you just using them?
Yeah, they have a collaboration with Salomon.
Okay.
It's a German brand.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, I would love to any any kind of links to any of your sponsors or any kind of sites. If you want to send those to me, I'll put them in the show notes of the
Yeah,
podcast. That sounds
I
great.
send it to you.
Perfect. Um, thank you very much. So let's get into the CCC now. Just some quick questions like around the CCC and just so you know, this podcast is a very selfish podcast where because I'm doing the CCC, I'm like, okay, I want to know some of these details, but I also know that there's a lot of people who have a lot of the same questions, and this is so helpful in preparing. Where did you stay? Did you stay in Chamonix for?
No, no, no. You cannot afford it, and I'm not a fan of people, so we stayed, I think, 45 minutes by car in a mountain village.
Okay, what was the
It
name
was
of
super
the?
nice. I don't remember it. I tried to Google it beforehand, but I have no idea where we stayed. But it was really nice.
That's awesome. I'm staying in and I can't remember it either right now, like Saint Gervais or something like
Ah,
that,
yeah.
right outside. Um, okay, I can understand that. Um, what was the race morning like for you? Did you go into Chamonix, take a shuttle? Like, what was that like for you on the morning of the CCC?
Now we drove to Chamonix and then I took the shuttle. It was still dark. It was crazy, and I was super tired because I can never sleep before a race. So yeah,
Um,
and yeah,
okay. Yep. That's great. Well, and I can relate to that as well. Tell me about the start. Tell me, I mean, obviously everybody says it's very fast start. What was it like for you? What was your experience with the start and those first few kilometers of the race?
I think it was the biggest race I ever did, so it was super crowded, and I was in starting area 2, and you had
Okay.
no chance to run out fast. It was crazy. It was so crowded. So if you want to hit the personal best, you have to be really, really in front of your starting line. But they are super strict, so you cannot sneak into another area.
Hmm. Okay. Do they have it like I've seen in, so I've done UTMB Canyons and the Speed Goat here in Utah, and they didn't have any kind of like you could kind of be wherever you wanted, but at UTMB and CCC, do they have it like marked off with like rope? Like how do they
Yeah,
make sure
yeah.
you're in the right place?
With it was written on your bib in which
Hmm.
area you are allowed to be, and it was marked with ropes and so these plastic bands, and there were people everywhere checking if you are doing it right.
The UTMB police,
Yeah,
they were checking.
exactly. Yeah,
That's good. I've At a lot of races, you'll get people that are like, I want to be on TV, and they'll get up front and just go out really fast,
yeah.
right?
Mhm.
Um, okay, so what is when it comes to the start of the race, everybody has talked about this, and by everybody, I mean I've done 3 interviews so far, you're the fourth. But everybody talks about the start. What is your advice about the start and just obviously there's a lot of people, it's a huge start. What's your advice and what would you tell everyone about the start specifically?
I would just focus on myself, ignore people, and try to do the best you can. And don't look on the left or right side. My coach always says I'm not allowed to look at other people's on the start. Yeah.
And is that because the large groups of people can be like distracting and a little bit overwhelming for you?
Yeah, yeah. And if they start off, they run like crazy fast. And then, yeah, if you do it too, you will suffer for sure. I mean, everybody goes off too fast. I think there's nobody who is running the best pace in the beginning. But yeah, just try to focus on yourself and run.
I love that. I love that. Um, we're going to start with like the bad of the CCC, and then we'll get to the good. What was your least favorite part about the CCC? Like, what was some things where you were like, okay, I did not like that at all?
I think the first uphill because it was so crowded and I had to like stay there and wait to move forward, and people wouldn't let you pass them because everybody thinks they will win it. And the last downhill was also super hard. It was raining like crazy. I was super done, but it's the last downhill, so you will survive it anyway.
Right. Was it pretty slippery? Like, did you fall at all?
Yeah, I fell at the after the last aid station on the top of the mountain. I have no idea how it's called. Um, and the road was not a road anymore. It was a river. It was raining quite heavy.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
And then you cannot see anything with the headlamp. It's crazy in the dark and the rain.
That I can imagine that. Um, okay. Let's side note. Let's do I'm gonna make a note really quick. Fall, rain. So the Zoom meeting, I don't have Zoom Professional, so it only gives me 40 minutes of recording
Oh,
time. It's gonna end in like 8.5 minutes.
oh,
So
already crazy.
Say again.
Already.
I know it's well because I had started it before and um are you okay if we like in 8 minutes it's just going to end? Can I send you another link and we can finish
Yeah,
another session?
sure,
Okay,
sure.
perfect. Thank you so much. What time is it? Right there, right now in Austria.
5:30 almost.
Okay, so not too late for you.
No, no, no.
Okay,
What's the
okay.
time at your place?
It is 9:20 a.m. in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Nice.
it's perfect. It's perfect. I'm taking my lunch break right now to do it. Okay, well that's great. Let's talk about leading up to. Let's talk about your favorite parts of the CCC. Like, what did you love? Obviously, you're in Austria. You're in the mountains, but going into the going into the Alps, into the Mont Blanc and that area. Like, what was that like, and what did you love about it? And what were some of your favorite parts?
I just love Chamonix. So I think Chamonix was the reason why I then really started to do trail running. I was there with a friend some years ago, so I really loved the area. And my favorite part of the race was one super long downhill into a mountain, to the bottom of a mountain river. I have no idea how it was called, but I think it was in the middle of the race, and it was so nice to run down. It was super flowy. You could run super fast. It was awesome.
So it wasn't necessarily like a really severe downhill grade. It was more a little bit more gradual, so you could like be faster.
Yeah, it was a super long, and it was in such turns. Super
The
nice.
switchbacks. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Oh, that sounds dreamy. Sounds very dreamy, as we
yeah.
say in English.
And if you are on the top of the first uphill, it's also a super nice downhill, and you can see so far. It's awesome. Yeah.
How do the mountains and the trails in in Chamonix um, to Courmayeur or in Champelac and everything like that? How does it compare to where you train in Austria in Innsbruck?
I would say it's a bit more rough. I mean the stones and stuff, and it's not so much forest. I train a lot in the forest. It's it has more stones, but yeah, apart from the stones, it's quite similar to the Austrian Alps.
Okay. Okay. I heard I was told in one of the podcasts that the kind of the first half of the race is just very open, like there's
Yeah,
not a lot of
yeah,
cover. And
yeah. That's so.
okay. Yeah. What was it hot in the beginning of the race and then it started raining later? How was the climate when you were racing?
I don't remember if it was hot, so I guess it was not too hot. But the start is at 9, so it's really late. And if you have a super hot day, you will suffer a lot, I'm sure.
Yes. Okay. Um, and then what are you glad? What did you do that was just really good during the race or leading up to the race where you're like, okay, I am so glad that I did that. So glad that I prepared or brought something like what were the things that you were just glad that you did?
I kept going, even if I didn't want to. And I have a niece, she's now 7 years old, and she told me that if I'm tired during the race, I should just keep moving. And I really suffered at 70K, I think, and I had my headphones um, turned on, and there was my niece's favorite song. So, and then I knew, okay, I can finish that. It was
Yeah.
really nice. Yeah,
Oh, that's
yeah,
so
it was
nice.
so nice. Yeah,
What is your niece's favorite song? What were you listening to?
it's awful. I really hate this song, but um, It's a German song. It's named Gutes Gefühl by I think Fargo or something. I can send it to you if you want.
Yes, yes. I
It's
want that.
awful.
I want to include it in the podcast so people know how what you were listening to, and they can be like, "Oh, I like that," or they can be like, "Oh, Wonny is right. That is awful. That was a terrible song." Oh, that's funny. That was really funny. But it was motivating because you were thinking about
Yeah,
your niece and moving
yeah.
forward. Oh, I love that. It's so cute. I've got an 11-year-old son, and he is just, yeah, I would feel the same way about that. I might have him record some inspiration and put it onto my MP3 player. Um, I was just thinking about that. Anyways, kind of irrelevant. But um, are you doing the CCC again this year?
No,
Okay.
no.
Did you
I think
want?
I never do it again.
You'll never do it again?
No, I think it was a one-time thing. You have to do it in your life, I think, but once is enough.
Why? Why do you say that once is enough? Why not do it again?
Because it's so crowded and it's so huge. And if you're not an elite runner, it's so hard to just run fast. It's crazy.
And it's very, very commercialized, right?
Yeah,
Like a
it's super
lot of,
expensive. Yeah.
yeah,
Maybe one day I want to run the whole loop.
the UTMB.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I would like to do that too at some point, but I can totally understand where you're coming from. Um, okay. So now, what is or what are like the pieces of equipment from the required gear that you were like, "Oh, I'm so glad I had that, and I'm glad that I was able to use it." Like, what were your like? What did you what are you so glad that you had?
The plastic cup for Coke.
Oh, essential, essential.
Yeah, I think everything else I did not use apart from the soft flasks, of course, and the gels, but I did not use anything from the mandatory gear. It
Um,
was just heavy.
okay. What like did you use the waterproof jacket when
No,
it was raining? Oh,
no,
really? You
no.
what was it? So sometimes when I have gear and I'm doing a race or just a long run, sometimes I don't put things on because it's just like I don't want to stop, right?
Yeah, exactly. I'm the same.
Yep. So it's kind of like, oh man, if I stop, then it'll be hard to get started. So I'm just going to keep going.
Yeah. Yeah, and if you wear a rain jacket, you will sweat so much. So then you're wet again. So what's the point?
Yes, I can understand. I can understand that. What do you wish you had done differently? Maybe it was the start, maybe it was in the first half, the second half, like looking back with with that clear vision, what do you wish that you had done differently during the CCC?
Mm. I'm not sure if I would do something. Yeah, maybe I would go off a bit faster and start a bit too fast just to avoid the traffic jam at the first single trail. Yeah,
How
I think
how fast would you go before you say, "Hey, that's like a little bit too fast"?
I have no idea, but I'm sure I went off too slow. Yeah,
How easy or how difficult would it have been for you to kind of go and get ahead of people if you had gone a little bit faster? Because obviously, I mean, the street is just filled with people.
yeah,
So
yeah,
like, but it sounds like you probably could have gotten a little bit farther ahead than you
yeah.
than
I
you did.
think so, and I think I'm always a bit too shy to be in the front of my start line. And if you're able to do that, then you will win a few minutes, I'm sure.
Yeah, yeah, kind of try to get to the front of your
Yeah,
of that section that you're in.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Um, what advice, I mean, we talked about advice that you would give for the start. Now, looking back at the entire race, things that you didn't do, we talked about kind of like, yeah, you would have gone out a little bit faster. But what advice overall would you give to anyone doing the CCC this year?
Enjoy it. It's so stunning, and it's not something you can do every day. Yeah. Especially if you are not living in the mountains. I mean, I'm really spoiled. I know that because I can be in the mountains every day if I don't have to work, and even then I can. So just enjoy the view and enjoy Chamonix and the flair at the city and yeah.
Going back to, I love that. And I'm in a similar situation here in Utah where I can drive or I can even run to the mountains. I'm not necessarily at the foot of the mountains, but I can get there easily. So it is wonderful. Going back to Chamonix, you said that part of the reason why you got into trail running and the CCC was because you loved Chamonix so much. What is it about Chamonix that you just love? What is it that 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 really you were like, oh, I love this? Yeah, what is it about Chamonix?
It's a super nice tiny town, and if you look up, you are surrounded by stunning mountains, super high mountains. You can run endless there. It's so nice. And you can see animals which we have in Austria, but you will never meet them. We saw how's it called in English? Steinbock. Do you know what I mean?
Steinbach.
Maybe I Google it, wait.
Okay.
Um, it was so nice. They came so close.
Oh, like a type of animal,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
like
Yeah.
sheep or goats.
It's
Steinbach.
Capricorn. Ah, yeah. Now I remember.
Capricorn. Oh, okay. I don't know if I even know what that animal is. I'm gonna look that up.
Yeah. Ah, yeah. Maybe you don't know it. I'm sure if you see a picture, you recognize it. But
Yes.
yeah,
Okay, I'm gonna look that up. Um, that sounds beautiful. Sounds great. Poles. Poles or no poles? Did you use
yeah,
poles?
yeah, yeah. I always do.
Always use poles. Um,
Yeah.
what, how do you train with poles? Like, obviously, you live right by the mountains, so you're able to just go into the mountains and use them. Is there anything else that you do to be prepared to use poles? Like, do you, yeah, it, or is it just get into the mountains and use them?
I use them for the uphill for fast hiking, and then I train it during the training. But there's nothing special I do with them. I just use them. Maybe you should practice it if you're not used to it, but it's not too hard. I mean, if you try poles on race day, you will get
Not good.
super grumpy, I
Not
think.
good.
But
Yes, yes.
yeah, yeah,
Because it takes a good amount of upper body core and arms, and if you're not used to it, probably not a
yeah.
good idea.
And yeah, I think there are some techniques um, depending on the steepness of the mountain.
Hmm.
You can also practice them. Yeah,
Okay,
it's not
that's good.
hard, but also not super easy, I think.
Hmm. Hmm. Um, night running. Had you done a lot of running in the dark before the CCC?
Doing races, yeah. If they
Okay,
start at midnight or so, I ran through some nights already, yeah. And I really like it.
yeah. Okay, so you had some experience with that. Okay, and
Yeah.
then did you have a crew or were you self-supported during the CCC?
I had one friend with me, and he drove to the allowed supported aid stations with the bus, and it was quite tricky for him. So if I would have been faster we might have missed sometimes, because the shuttles, they are super nice organized, but sometimes you have long waiting hours.
Oh, okay. So when it comes to people that are doing the CCC, um, advice for the crew, yeah, what advice would you give to the crew of people that are doing the CCC?
Study the bus schedules, and maybe, I'm not sure if you're allowed, but maybe bring more than one people to crew you. But I'm not sure if you're allowed, to be honest.
Yeah, I can't remember what the rules are on you might be able to have a couple people. I mean, watching some of the videos with the professionals as they're coming in, I feel like they've got a couple people that are like helping them. Okay, well, that's really good advice. And then what were some things that your crewmate, your friend, brought or did where you were like, okay, so glad that I had him bring this or do this?
He always gave the full soft flask to my backpack, and it's
Oh,
really nice. I
not to
don't
have to
need
fill
much
them
of it.
up.
Yeah, no, he did it. It's awesome. If you just have to throw the garbage on the ground and somebody is filling your backpack, that's so nice. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And did you have at each crew station, you just had fresh bottles that you had filled up the night before, just ready to go?
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, what? At some of these aid stations, were you just in and out, or did you stop and eat any food or anything like that? What were the what?
I know.
Tell me about your aid station preparation and strategies.
I try to spend there as little time as possible. So I just go in, change my bottles, and then leave again. I
Maybe
never
get
sit.
some Coca-Cola before you
Yeah,
left.
yeah, yeah, yeah. We always have a big bottle of Coke, and I drink some, but then I'm off again. I'm always afraid if I take too much time there that I won't leave again. Yeah.
um, Casey Klein, she was the second person that I interviewed, and one of her mantras, her mottos in going into the aid station was, "Don't die in the chair. Don't
Yeah,
sit
yeah,
down. Don't spend too much time.
yeah.
Don't die in the chair." I really like that. Okay, well that is super helpful. And I don't know if I necessarily have any other questions for you. Is there anything else that you've thought of that would be helpful that you would want to share or give advice to for people, or things that people should do when they're in Chamonix? Maybe a restaurant that you really like, or just things like, yeah, tell us, end the podcast with some of your words of wisdom, Wonny, and places to go in Chamonix.
I cannot recommend you a place where you can eat, but you should definitely visit the bakeries. They are awesome. Yeah.
What's your favorite thing to get at the bakeries? What's your favorite?
Do you know eclair?
Claire, yes.
Yeah, that's my favorite food in Chamonix.
Oh, and
Yeah.
then eclair, I can't remember. Like I feel like they maybe have different things that they fill it with, but usually it's like chocolate or Nutella,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it's chocolate or vanilla or I think coffee, but
Okay.
yeah, I would
What's your favorite
chocolate.
filling? Chocolate.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Mm.
And they only have it in France. If you try to eat it here, it's really disgusting.
Have you ever tried to make eclairs with chocolate, homemade?
No, no. I think it's my special thing to do when I'm in Chamonix.
Mm. When's the next time that you're going to go to Chamonix?
I don't know, maybe next year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just with friends, fun, and running trails.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
Maybe
Fun.
I want to show it to my girlfriend.
Oh,
Yeah,
very
would be
fun.
awesome.
Oh, I love it. Well, thank you very much. Is there anything else that you want to say or share?
Oh, I don't think so, but thank you a lot for inviting me. It's really nice.
Yes. Oh, it's been, I knew when I saw, and I don't have to include this in the podcast, but when I went, I've been going to people's Instagram and looking at the results from CCC. When I went to your page, to your profile, I was like, oh, I have to talk to her. She seems so cool.
It's really
And
kind.
yes, yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate you making time and being patient and working with me. So thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you. And enjoy the CCC as much as you can.
Yes. Oh, I'm I'm going kind of early so I can get used to the time zone
Ah,
change.
yeah. Mm.
And so
That's
I'm
nice.
really excited to, and I work remote, so I'll be doing some, I'll be working while I'm there, but I'm
Mhm.
so excited to just be there. Yeah, it looks great.
Is your family joining you?
No, no, I don't have, I'll be self-supported
Okay.
during that race, but I have made a connection with a man who lives in the Czech Republic, and we're actually going to stay. He rented a place in Courmayeur, and so the night before the race, I'll be staying with him in Courmayeur,
Oh,
so I won't have to.
nice.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
when
that's
he
awesome.
when we connected, I was like, oh, that sounds so wonderful. And then there's two guys from New Zealand who who are renting the place in Saint Gervais, and and they and I did a post on the Facebook. There's a couple Facebook groups for UTMB, and they were like, hey, you could stay with us, and I said, oh, that sounds great. So yeah,
Nice.
it'll be really good.
So you won't be lonely.
Yes, I won't be
You will never
lonely.
be.
Yes. Oh, it'll be so fun. I wish you'd be there because it'd be fun to meet you
Yeah, that will
in
be
person.
awesome.
But one of
Maybe some other time.
yeah, some other time at a sin. Oh, and um, what are your recommendations for other races in Europe that you would tell people, okay, you should definitely do this race?
I think Nice is a really, really nice race, but I'm not sure if it's going to happen next year. I heard some rumors that it won't be there anymore. If you want to do a stage race, the Transalpine Run is really nice. But I also don't know if it's going to happen for many years.
Oh,
It's always super annoying with the borders and stuff and the organizing.
oh.
As it's 7 days, it's a huge amount of work, but it's
How
super nice.
how many countries does it go? Does it go into?
3 or 4.
Three or four.
Yeah,
Okay. So
yeah,
similar to UTMB, but it sounds like the
yeah,
like going into the crossing over into different countries can be a little
yeah,
tricky.
yeah.
Okay. Well, that's awesome.
There are so many nice races. It's crazy.
Oh,
I never know which one I want to race. It's crazy.
mm-hmm. Oh man. Well, that's awesome. Well, thank you so much, and I appreciate your time. Are you going to go on a run today?
No, I already did 3 hours in the rain today.
Oh, before work?
No, I have a day off today.
Oh, day off today. Okay. So
Yeah.
th 3 hours in the rain. How many kilometers and how much elevation was today for you?
25 and 1,500 words.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a good solid training run today.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate your time. I appreciate you. And if there's anything that I can do for you, I don't know what that would be, but if there's
Thank
anything I
you.
can do, please let me know.